In ancient times, there was constant seafaring contact between India and Indonesia. There was trade between these two lands over many centuries. In fact, the world in ancient times was quite a small place. We tend to underestimate that these days when we think of those times. Along with the movement of trade between these two lands, there was a constant movement of ideas. Ideas came here about the making of temples, about the making of art upon them, about the concept of deities. And there was a great shared culture of these ideas, in fact, in the many lands of Asia in ancient times. In the 6th century, the great Buddhist teacher Dharmapala came from Nalanda University in India to Sumatra. He is believed to have established Mahayana Buddhism in Sumatra, which was also known in India as Swarnadvipa or Island of Gold. The name Sumatra is also believed to come from the Sanskrit word Samudra, meaning ocean. There were many Chinese monks who came to Sumatra, such as I Singh, who came in the 7th century. I Singh came from Nalanda in India and brought at least 500,000 stanzas from the Buddhist holy book called the Tripitaka. I Singh wrote that there were numerous learned Buddhist monks in Sumatra. He said that Chinese monks who wanted to go to India to learn theology first stopped in Sumatra for a few months. Here, they received training and were prepared for their further education in India. In early times, many people would have travelled between Indonesia and India. The names of most of them will never be known. But one name does reach us through the corridors of history. It is the name of Atisa. Atisa was born in Bangladesh. He studied at the great Nalanda University of Eastern India. And in 1013 AD, he came here to Indonesia to study with Sirlingpa or Dharmakirti, one of the great intellectuals in the Buddhist world at that time. Atisa's biography written in Tibet says that Atisa had heard about Sirlingpa's teaching of compassion and how to reach the highest state of enlightenment. He joined a group of merchants who were sailing to Indonesia to come to the great teacher in Sumatra. The biography says that the waves in the ocean on the way were sometimes as high as the mountains of the Himalayas. Muara Jambi is the site of a large temple complex downstream from Jambi, the present capital of the Jambi province in central Sumatra. In ancient times, Jambi was an important river port in the busy sea route between China and India. This is the time when Chinese ships on their way to India would have stopped at Indonesia. Much sought-after gold was found in the Batanghari River at Jambi. It was also well known for its exports of tree raisins used for incense, cloves, cardamom and flowers. Arab traders brought cotton fabrics. From China came silk and thread. Jambi would have been one of the busy marketplaces of Asia at that time.
One of our best destination is called Muaro Jambi Temple. The attractiveness not only on the structure of the bricks, that is usual, but the history behind of the brick structure. Some studies believe that Atisa came to Jambi and learned in Jambi for 12 years. Because Atisa, when he was in the childhood, when he was young, he was hungry of knowledge because he wanted to be the perfect monk. And one of his master told him, if he wants to master all of the knowledge, he had to learn in Swarnadvipa, or the Golden Island, which is now Sumatra. That's why he came to Jambi and then learned from someone called Dharmakirti or Serlingpa. And Serlingpa or Dharmakirti gave him a teaching which is called a bodhicitta. With the bodhicitta, Atisa was able to understand all of the teachings. That's why his presence in Jambi was very, very important. Although Atisa used to have 157 masters or teachers, every time Atisa mentions about the name of his teacher from Swarnadvipa or Golden Island, his tears developed in his eye.
The site of Muara Jambi covers more than 2,612 hectares of land. 121 temples have already been found here, 8 out of which have already been renovated. It is known that there are hundreds of temples still under the ground here at this sacred enclave.
In Muara Jambi temple, we found Buddhist mantram, Ye Dharma mantram, Om mantram, and other mantram, now kept in museum.
These bricks tell their own story, and there are thousands of these bricks scattered here. This must have been a vast university town of those days. The time period of this site is between the 7th century and the 13th centuries AD. This time is roughly contemporaneous to the Pala period in India. It is the time when the great Vikramshila University would have dominated Vajrayana Buddhist circles in India at that time. This is the time of a great exchange of ideas of Buddhism which took place in so many parts of the Asian continent. And Muara Jambi at that time would certainly have been one of the great Buddhist university towns. What a place it must have been, a place where there were numerous visitors from other countries, a place in which there would have been meditation. This was the period of the Vajrayana in Buddhism. The Vajrayana, or the vehicle of the Vajra, the thunderbolt. A path towards true knowledge whose logic was supposed to be as striking as a thunderbolt. Its clarity and indestructible quality were also supposed to be like a diamond.
Karena kami menganggap bahwa dengan adanya Candi Muara Jambi ini merupakan suatu bukti sejarah. Ternyata rakyat Jambi pada abad ke-7, mungkin ke-8, ke-9 yang lalu, kita jauh sudah maju gitu, terutama dari sisi pendidikan. Kemudian hubungan lainnya ada kaitannya dengan Atisa. Ternyata guru besar agama Buddha yang di Tibet dulunya, itu informasi yang kita dapat dulu pernah menggali ilmu pengetahuan dan pendidikan, melakukan sekolah di sini. Kita harapkan masa-masa akan datang juga Jambi akan lebih maju, akan lebih diperhatikan, akan lebih menonjol dari daerah lain untuk pengembangan provinsi Jambi dari sisi pendidikan dan termasuk ekonomi dan sebagainya.
One of the greatest miracles in the story of man is the spread of ideas. Ideas know no boundaries, no national boundaries, no boundaries of oceans, no boundaries of great mountains. And the acceptance of ideas from faraway lands goes to show the similarity of the human condition, of human thoughts everywhere. These great universities of early times, these great Buddhist universities, were such international places, such cosmopolitan places. Scholars used to come here from faraway lands. In fact, these were the meeting places of practically the whole known Buddhist world, which was our vast world at that time.
Muara Jambi archaeological sites actually along the river banks of the Batanghari River is strategic for the sailor and trades to contacts with the local people in Sumatra. The evidence of the context of India, China and Sumatra is Muara Jambi temple. So we can look at Muara Jambi many artifacts, not only temple but also the artifact like coin from China, and then ceramic from the China also, and pottery from the Thailand and also from the India. Based on the copper plate from Nalanda, many students from Swarnadvipa learn and study Buddhism at Nalanda, and then back to Sumatra and to develop Buddhism in Sumatra.
The site of Muara Jambi awaits further excavations. Numerous temples are still under the ground. Most of the treasure of this site is as yet to be made visible. Great sites such as these are valuable reminders of the warm sharing of cultures 1,000 years ago. A time when Jambi flourished as one of the great trading centers of the world.